Welcome back, Southern Tier. We had that little dusting of snow, and now we've got winter storm warnings throughout the entire Southern Tier. We've got snow, followed by sleet, followed by freezing rain. So don't be misled by the relatively low snow totals, because there's a lot of impacts with this system and a lot of land it covers too, from West Virginia all the way up to Maine. That translates into our impacts with this. For snowfall, really not that much medium impacts with the snow. Temperatures, not the coldest air in the world, cold enough to get the job done. Below freezing through most of the event. Ice potential starts out medium, then goes to high as we transition from sleet to freezing rain. Travel impacts high because this is a slow moving system and it's covering, again, a lot of territory over about a 24 to 36 hour period. We're down to 25 degrees right now at the Binghamton Airport. Notice the wind out of the northeast. That's a chilly direction. That's going to continue to drop the temperatures. Air is coming down out of Canada. Snow shield is starting to spread a little bit to the north. It's taking its time. We've got a northeasterly flow coming down, keeping the cooler air at the surface. So as we zoom out a little bit, we can see what's coming. The main area of low pressure is way down there over Oklahoma. It's pulling up a lot of moisture out of the south and off the Gulf. So moisture is not an issue with this system, and it's all going to be streaming our way. Colder air is in place to start this off as snow. There's a couple little X factors. Not just going to be that one low pressure. We'll get to that, though, in the future cast. So as we look at our headlines, the snow is going to arrive by daybreak, gets heavier around 9 o'clock. That's when most of the accumulations will occur. Then it's going to change over to sleet. It's going to stay sleet for quite some time, a number of hours, a little bit of an unusual system, and then it could change over to freezing rain, maybe even some rain after that. And our almanac plays a role in this as well, because we've been below freezing all day long. So the temperature's a little bit above normal. Hey, we go back to daylight saving times in March, but I want to expand on the temperatures because they've been below average for a couple days, well below freezing. We had that warm spell, and then back on the 1st, that was the tail end of the polar vortex air we had that last time. So let's take a look at future cast. That storm comes in out of Oklahoma, quickly goes up to the west of us. Usually in this situation, it pumps up warm air, and we usually get a quick transition into rain. That's not the case. We're going to get another area of low pressure formed to the southeast. What that does is it basically morphs this area of low pressure into one like oval area of low pressure, and the counterclockwise circulation rotates around that way, and it kind of chokes off the warm air, not entirely, but at least in part, and that's why we get that prolonged period of sleet and freezing rain. Then we get some lake effect snow behind it with that northwesterly flow, and then another system we're going to be looking at later in the week. So we get snow by daybreak. Notice the dark blues, that's the heavier snow. It becomes heavier. There's that on our legend right around 9 or 10 o'clock, and that's where the accumulations come from. Then we get a quick transition to sleet in the early part of the afternoon, several hours of that, then freezing rain late tomorrow night. We're keeping some rain mixed in with it. Hopefully we do. And then a transition back to snow on the backside, and then some heavy lake effect snow way up there north of our forecast area. So we get about 2 inches on the ground by 10 o'clock, and then we cap out about 5 after the transition to the sleet and to the freezing rain, except to the north of us, northeast of us, where the colder air hangs on a little bit longer. Those totals up, that's going to be lake effect snow on the back end of this thing as we get that east-westerly flow all the way across the entire length of Lake Ontario. But for us, we cap out at 5 inches. Ice, we can't forget about ice. This is a combination of ice and sleet, mind you, as we transition in the afternoon about 1/10 of an inch, and we could cap out around 1/4 of an inch or more. And this, again, is not all from freezing rain, combo of sleet and freezing rain. Temperatures stay below freezing, well below freezing all night and all day tomorrow, all the way through this event. That translates into the road temperatures. They fall tonight, and they're below 25. The salt kind of loses its effectiveness, not entirely, but they stay in the low to mid-20s throughout the entire length of this event. So that indeed is a factor. So tonight, down to 20 degrees, chilly. That sets the stage for a cold start to the snow, which will be arriving by daybreak. Stay with us, though. We'll take a look at your day planner tomorrow and the 7-day. Welcome back. Snow starts around 7 o'clock. The temperatures are slow to rise. Then we have heavy snow around noon, sleet by 3 o'clock, and then we have lake effect snow showers 1 day behind the system on Wednesday. Valentine's Day looking not too shabby. We'll be between systems, and we have another system coming in similar to this one, but a little bit warmer, and we could have some rain. We got to watch those rivers because they are running just a little bit high. Stay with us, so Kyle will be back with sports.